Let's face it, many of us are way too accustomed to living in fear. We fear punishment from God, like struggling to believe that God could really love us as much as people say that he does. We fear condemnation from others. Will people think poorly of us if we bring this stuff out into the open? We fear shame, that feeling of being defective. We even fear repeating our past and regressing back into our old sin. So for some of us, self-punishment and regret, they've become the tools that we use to motivate ourselves to stay in line. Whatever our reasons are for being afraid, we're reassured by John that we are wasting precious time, that we have no reason to fear. Fear is not your friend. Fear is not a security blanket that we ought to live by. Fear is an enemy of love. Let me say that again. Fear is an enemy of love. John says, if you want to live the life that Jesus promises that you can have, the life God dreamt for you to live, then you need to make a choice to trust in God's love instead of living in fear. 1 John 4:18 talks about this. It says, there is no fear in love, but perfect love drives out fear, because fear has to do with punishment. The one who fears is not made perfect in love. Put another way, John says that when we find ourselves basking in regret and self-punishment, the best way to experience the better life that we desire is to cast off fear and instead choose faith in God's love. He says your fear of punishment, your fear of condemnation, it's blocking you from being made perfect by God's perfect love. God wants to do a work in you, a work that will allow you to fully experience his love so that you can live differently, but fear holds us back from that work.